linear combination of atomic orbitals. Uh, I have explained that the atomic orbitals in the wave function mass. Now I am going to tell you about the equations with the help of hydrogen atom model. Hydrogen atom model. With the help of this, I am going to explain that linear combination of atomic orbitals. Let us see hydrogen atom atomic number of hydrogen A. This is one. Atomic number of hydrogen, one more atom Hb. The atomic number is 1. So they combine to form molecules. Let us see this wave function. Wave function means electron moving like trough and crust. Okay. Here the one more wave is coming, like that it will going up. So the combination, this is called as constructive interference. Constructive interference. Constructive interference. This Ia plus Psi B. The two electrons adding here also Psi A plus Psi B. So this is called constructive interference. One wave is followed by another wave in the same ratio are called as constructive interference. Constructive interference psi is equal to psi A plus psi B. This is also called as bonding molecular orbital. This is called the bonding molecular orbital. According to wave mechanics, electron behave as wave. So electrons moving like wave. Suppose two electrons moving in a constructive way. This is called constructive interference, explained in the second lesson. You suppose two electrons moving like this. The wave function of the first electron is psi A. Wave function of second electron is psi B. Total psi value is equal to psi A plus psi B. Next one is called destructive interference. Destructive interference. Destructive interference. Destructive interference means the electrons are moving like this. Suppose one electron EA moving like this, another electron is compensated like this. Therefore, the total wave function will be reduced. So this is called as psi A, and this one is called psi B. So psi is equal to psi A minus psi B. This is the second static. First one is addition, second one is subtraction. This is called as anti-bonding molecular orbital. Anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So the energy of anti-bonding molecular orbital is always higher than bonding molecular orbital, because some energy will be more in the case of. So this is called constructive interference. This is called destructive interference. Due to these two wave functions generated, one is addition wave function, other one is subtraction wave function. These are all nothing but Schrödinger wave equation. From this I am going to draw the structures. I am going to draw the structures of the wave functions. For hydrogen atom, increasing energy like this, increasing order of energy like this. Suppose it starts with like that. This is atomic orbital, and this is molecular orbital, and again this is atomic orbital. Already we have discussed all these things. Energy level diagram drawn for all these things. For hydrogen Ha, now one more hydrogen Hb leads to molecule H2. So here one electron, 1s orbital, here also 1s orbital, sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2. Here one electron, they combine to form this electron. This is called psi is equal to psi A plus psi B. This is the waveform, addition waveform son. Bonding molecular orbital. Bonding lower energy. So lower energy, increasing energy is like that. So this bonding molecular orbital is in lower energy. Bonding molecular orbital. Next one is anti-bonding molecular orbital. Psi is equal to psi A minus psi B. This is due to constructive interference and this is due to destructive interference. Whenever atomic orbitals combine to form molecule, that time some of the electrons undergoing constructive interference and some of the electrons undergoing destructive interference. Constructive interference means the addition of the electrons and destructive interference means subtraction, because we already learned in the hybridization part this p orbital. Suppose I am taking p orbital, it containing crust and trough, and one more p orbitals containing crust and trough. Suppose they combine overlap like this, means they will give the concept, they overlap, linear overlap or axial overlapping, internuclear overlapping leads to like this. Repulsive effect takes place. Repulsive effect, that is plus and minus, crust and trough overlap, that is psi is equal to psi A minus psi B. This is the overlap. This we learned in the plus minus. This we learned in the hybridization part. This is PZ of one hydrogen atom. This is PZ of another hydrogen atom. Anti-bonding, they are overlapping in anti-bonding molecule. They will like this. Suppose they overlap like this. These two electrons overlap like this, PZ of hydrogen and PZ. I am not telling about PZ of hydrogen. Hydrogen have only oneness orbital. Sorry for that. Some of the other elements like higher atomic number elements having Z orbitals, suppose they combine like this, minus and minus addition will take place. So the overlapping leads to this plus combination, minus combination. This is called bonding molecular orbital. Psi is equal to psi A plus psi B. This combination is also noted. So this is the overlapping of the atomic orbital. Suppose P of x like this, P of x is like this, P of y is like this, and P of z is like this. So the P of z always in horizontal axis, so you tend to give only sigma type of bonding. So this is the linear combination of atomic orbital of a hydrogen atom. From this, suppose one pz of one atom, pz of other atom overlap in anti-bonding molecular orbital, that is one crust and trough overlapping, it will give like this. Suppose crust and crust overlap, called constructive overlap. This is one crust, again it is overlapped by another one more overlap. This is called constructive. That is why I am telling this minus and minus, plus and plus. Destructive means this is one minus, this is plus. So they combine like this, means this is combination, plus minus. This is called destructive interference. So from that diagram we have observed that the addition of wave function is in bonding molecular orbital and subtraction of wave function present in anti-bonding molecular orbitals. This is the example. Hydrogen is the example. Oneness of atomic orbital combined with oneness of atomic orbital other one. They first combine like this to form this compound, and after they subtract they will form like this. That is the thing I am drawing. Hello students, now I am going to draw the energy level diagram. Energy level diagram for hydrogen. Let us take atomic orbital 1s1, another hydrogen 1s1. So the molecular orbital is 1s2 hydrogen molecule formation. There are two types of Interference I already explained. For antibonding molecular orbital, destructive interference takes place. One crust followed by trough in the form of zigzag motion that I have explained. The destructive interference means this is crust plus and trough minus. Here that one more waves, electrons moves like a wave, minus plus. They mutually cancel each other. Therefore, final wavelength amplitude is the wavelength of this electron is reduced. That is why they repel each other, cancel each other. The electron motion cancel each other. Here the first electron moving like this one first, the second one is moving like this. They exactly cancel each other. This is called destructive interference. So that we get the anti-bonding molecule like this. This is nodal plane. The nodal plane, zero electron density. In the nodal plane, the electron density is zero. They repel each other. This is the antibonding model of this structure. Suppose a bonding molecular orbital. Bonding molecular orbital takes place means bonding molecular orbitals takes place means like this. Constructive interference takes place. Constructive. This is the first electron. The second electron followed by the second electron moves the same constructive interference. So this is addition, not subtraction, addition. Psi is equal to psi A plus psi B. That I have explained already. This is psi A and this is psi B. So this is called constructive interference. Finally the amplitude increases. That is why the size of the structure also increases. This is bonding molecular orbital. Molecules formed. Anti-bonding molecular orbital. It is in the higher level. The electron repel each other. Here the electron associate with each other, attract each other. This is called constructive type. Constructive. One followed by another. This type. The energy level 2p. Suppose 2p orbitals I already told you, already drawn. Plus minus crusted trough, plus minus. They combine in the bonding molecular orbital. They form like this. The orbital is like this. Plus minus. So this type of orientation is here for anti-bonding molecules, a bonding molecular orbital. PZ, sigma bond only formed. 2pz combined to form sigma 2pz. Sigma star is nothing. So anti-bonding molecular orbital, they repel each other due to destructive interference. I have already explained what is destructive interference and all. So this plane is called the nodal plane. Nodal plane. In the nodal plane, the electron zero electron density. Electron nothing present in the nodal part. Then one more pi lateral overlapping. This is end-to-end overlapping. End-to-end overlapping takes place in the sigma bonding. Here is lateral overlapping, sideways overlapping. Sideways overlapping takes place in the pi bonding. Sideways overlapping takes place in the pi bonding. Here pi orbitals, one is pi one electron from here, one electron combined to form pi 2pz. Energy is increased. So the anti-bonding molecular, they repel each other. It is called the nodal plane. Nodal plane is zero electron density, and the remaining is a bonding molecular orbital plus combine each other. So this is constructive type and this one is destructive type. These are the energy level diagram to explain the behavior of the constructive and destructive interference. What is anti-bonding molecular orbital? Anti-bonding molecular orbital have energy higher, and bonding molecular orbital is lower energy. Have lower energy. So dear students, this is the basic information related to the molecular orbital theory. Then condition for molecular orbital theory formation is extent of overlap is higher. Extent of overlapping is high. It's higher. That is like this head-on overlapping. Suppose I am drawing like this. Plus minus pz to pz. There are also plus minus. One is crust, plus is crust, and minus is trough. Crust and trough. Like electron moves like a wave. So we had end-to-end overlapping like this. So this is called sigma bond. Sigma bonding, end-to-end overlapping. This extent of overlapping is maximum. This is the first point. Second point, the overlapping orbitals have same energy. Overlapping orbitals have conditions for forming molecular orbitals. Conditions for forming molecular orbitals. Forming molecular orbitals. This is extent of overlapping. This is called end-to-end overlap. Two pz of one atom, two pz of other atom overlap each other. That they tend to reach the end-to-end overlapping. Sigma bond, head-on overlapping. This is axial, internuclear axial overlapping also. So this is also called as axial overlapping. Otherwise called as. So this is the sigma bond. This extent of overlapping higher means bond is strong. Bond is strong. Sigma bond is strong. Overlapping orbitals have similar energy or comparable energy. Example, similar energy molecules N2, H2, O2, Cl2. These having similar energy molecules and they are having comparable energies. Comparable energies in the case of HCl, H2O, all these things. This is the second condition. The overlapping orbitals having similar energy, like homonuclear diatomic molecules have similar energies, and comparable energy means heteronuclear diatomic molecules having the energy difference is similar. That type of molecules, that is the second condition for formation of molecular orbital. Third condition is symmetry. For example, XX symmetry, same symmetry is involved for molecular orbitals. What is that same symmetry? That is XX overlap. XX plus or minus px, 2px overlapping like this. Called the end-to-end, like next this type of overlapping, sigma to pz. These two, this type of overlapping. So these are all symmetry. The lateral overlapping compounds will form sideways only, where end-to-end overlapping compound form head-on only. This is the third condition, symmetry of zero overlapping is also that is not involved for molecular orbital. Positive overlapping, negative overlapping, zero overlapping is that. That is the S and P orbitals in like this. This is zero overlapping. This is not used for molecular orbital. S will combine with S, P will combine with P. Like that only overlapping in molecular orbitals. S orbital combine with S. So these are the things important for the molecular orbital theory. Next I am going to talk about hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding. There are two types of hydrogen bonding. One is intermolecular hydrogen bond, other one is intramolecular hydrogen bond. The hydrogen bonding taking place within the molecule are called as intramolecular hydrogen bond. Hydrogen bonding takes place with different molecules are called intermolecular hydrogen bond. Example, HF. This is an example of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular hydrogen bond. Water molecule H2O. H2O. Delta plus, delta minus. Delta plus, delta minus. This is first example. This is second example. Water molecule. One water molecule combined with the other water molecule, like that it will go in. So this type of bonding is hydrogen bond. Physical bond. Van der Waals force of attraction and the hydrogen bond are all called as physical bonds. They are weaker than chemical bonds like covalent bond, ionic bond, all those things. Okay. Next one is intramolecular hydrogen bond. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. What do you mean by intramolecular hydrogen bonding? Suppose I am taking orthonitrophenol. The bond taking place between hydrogen and oxygen by themselves, orthonitrophenol. So hydrogen bonding between hydrogen and oxygen, that is called this hydrogen bond. This is called intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. The bond between the hydrogen and oxygen, the same molecule, are called intramolecular hydrogen bonding. In the case of para-nitrophenol. This is a para-nitrophenol. Para-nitrophenol undergoes intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular, like that it is going on. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding takes place between two atoms, two molecules. So they are called intermolecular hydrogen bonding. This is a very good example of para-nitrophenol. Is a very good example. Given in the textbook, orthonitrophenol given, water molecule given, HF given, H2O. Lot of compounds are present in the intermolecular hydrogen and intramolecular hydrogen bond. Thank you, students. Have a nice day. God bless you. నేను తూంగను